Hey, my Sacred Innocence family, and welcome home. Today we are at Namaste again. So,
we love Namaste.
yes,
We're just like hanging out here.
We definitely do. And this is, of course, my spiritual wifey, Christy. And today we're getting a foot detox, and that's going to be absolutely fun. We have our wonderful lady in here who's going to be helping us get all attached and stuff, and all that fun stuff. And
yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna detox and
yes,
stuff, and talk about detoxing in your life.
yes.
All right, so I'm gonna take his hand.
So she took us to this machine right now, and what does this machine do?
Yep, so this is the grounding strip. So the machine is going to be using electricity, pulling negative and positive. And so then this is just to ground you.
Okay.
And yeah, so do you want me to explain in detail kind of what it is?
Sure, just a little bit if you want.
All right, so just a little bit. So this is the foot reflexology chart. So the idea behind the detox foot bath is it's pulling toxins out of your feet associated with the reflexology foot chart.
Yes.
And then there's a cool chart over here once they start getting into colors that will explain some of the things that you're detoxing.
Which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the colors.
You know, and
that
it's
weird?
funny. It's funny because literally, so I've been here a lot doing this foot detox and all that stuff, and it's kind of weird seeing how everything changes and what colors come out of the foot detox. And literally at the end of it, it looks like you're standing in shit. Like that's what happens.
Maybe I'm not excited to see the colors. I don't know.
Is this your first time?
Kind of. I did it one time someplace else.
Okay. All right.
But
And
the
you're not
colors were not
pregnant?
bad. No, definitely not.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so that just has to stay flush with your arm, but there's a lot of give, so you can move around and make yourself comfortable. And then the machine's gonna count for 30 minutes, so you can just kind of hang out. I'll check back in with you.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is
Kim.
going. I'm gonna actually. Your salt in yours.
You probably never did this with a camera on
No.
you before, right?
It's okay.
This is the first.
There you go.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
I'll check back in.
Awesome.
All right, Chris, I think we should have a competition.
Competition or what?
Like, who can have the most colors?
I don't know if I can do that. I
I'm
don't-
pretty sure I have rainbow feet.
You have rainbow feet? You think you have rainbow feet?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, you guys, rainbow feet is gonna be amazing. Okay.
Does that mean
So
I'm a hot mess if I have
I-
rainbow feet?
I don't know. It like literally the only colors on here are black, flakes or whatever, brown, dark green, orange, red, white, cheese like particles, white foam, or yellow green. And each color indicates what's coming out of you. So like tobacco will be coming out of you, heavy metals, detoxing from the liver, gallbladder, joints, blood clot material, yeast.
This is
yeast.
disgusting. I can't. I gotta go.
Yeast comes out of you in this. It's amazing. I think it's fun.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So maybe
Yeah.
not rainbow colors, but let's see. Let's
Close
just
enough,
see.
right?
We'll just see what it
Yeah.
looks like. And we're going to post pictures. So in case you're just joining us, Chris and I are doing the Ionic, is that what it's called? Foot bath?
Oh, I don't know. I just called it. Yeah.
Yeah. Ionic Detox Foot Bath.
Yeah. I just called it detox.
Yeah.
Foot bath. But it's absolutely amazing. It kind of like pulls everything out of you, and that's kind of what we want to talk about today, anyways.
Yeah.
So we want to get involved with kind of telling you. And guys, I'm sorry we haven't made a video in so long. It
I
feels
know,
like
I missed
forever.
you.
I missed you too. We have been so busy, especially during the holiday season, and we decided to make this video to talk about detoxing, like our lives in general, and kind of during the holidays especially, and then talking about loving and having the simple things come into our life. You know,
Yeah.
so learning how to love those small things and embrace our lives fully.
So this like nasty, cheesy stuff that's gonna come out of our feet is symbolic
Yes.
for, you know, the nasty, cheesy, gunky green, black, brown stuff that you're going to clear out of your own life.
Yes.
This is such a time, I think, of just clearing.
I know.
Right now.
And I love how each and every single video we're in together, we're either getting dirty or we're always naked. You know what I mean?
I know, we have way more clothes on than we normally do in our videos.
I know. It's amazing. I love it though. But it is great. And
But from the ankle down, guys, we're totally naked.
yeah, so if you guys can fantasize about that, just go
Oh,
for
don't.
it.
Please, oh, God.
Just go for it. But yeah, you guys, it's right now the color is an orange.
We match right now.
Yeah.
Look at us.
So these are joint. This is the joint color. This is the joints, like our joint pains coming out of us.
Okay.
So
all
this
right.
is the joint pain. So the orange is the joint pains. If you guys could see this, it literally looked like you're standing in piss. That's the only way I can
Yeah.
describe it. Or you standing in apple juice. You wanted to say apple juice? So you're not thinking about it like that? You want to say apple juice? Would that
apple
work?
juice is better.
Okay, so
Yeah.
apple juice is good. So we're standing in apple juice right now, you guys. Not literally. We have what was it? Salt water and a little machine that kind of pulls the stuff out of us. So it looks like apple juice. So we are getting pulled out of our joints right now and all
Yeah.
this stuff too. The thing though is that I love how after a while with this you can literally feel it pulling. I don't know what it is. If
Like
you can
the-
feel it too. You can
Yeah,
feel
the energy of
Yes.
it, and yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool that you can remove that much through the bottoms of your feet.
I know, and they say in like a Chinese remedies and stuff that the feet are what holds everything. It's the foundation to everything, and like there's pressure points that you can do, and certain things that help with colds and everything, and it's just an amazing area for yourself to kind of heal from. So I think the foot detoxes are amazing, you guys. So if you ever want to get a foot detox, Namaste is always the place to go to.
We love Namaste.
I love it here. It's so peaceful and exciting, and the people here are so nice and wonderful. So it's always great to, have a place to kind of go and get away, I would say, and things. So how do you
detox.
Yeah.
Let's talk about detox in our lives. So not just detox through our feet, but detox in our life.
Yeah. So what would be your first step that you would detox? Like, especially around the holidays. Explain like what's happening right now in your life. Like, how are you working with it? Like detoxing that stuff.
It's been where I'm at. It's been interesting because it's been a process for those of you that are familiar with my business Clarity. My business partner Nicole has moved to South Carolina, and so there's been kind of this natural clearing process that has happened
Yes.
sort of after that, right? Because I think when you have one change happen in your life, it sort of leads to another and leads to another, and you start to take a look at things. And so I've been just in this process of, what do I want to keep as part of my work and my focus and what I'm putting my energy into, and what do I want to release with that, right? And so I've actually, there was a couple of projects that I was in talks for doing, and a couple of things that I just said, you know what, like right now is not really the time. So I think sometimes it's about just like sitting back and thinking about your priorities. Like, what do I really want to put, because there's only so much time in the day, right? And so what are my priorities, and what do I want to put my energy into that is in alignment with those and is in alignment with my joy? Because I don't know about you, but I catch myself doing a lot of shit that doesn't bring me joy.
Yeah, and I think it's because we get so caught up in the physical world that we don't know, like we stop doing what brings us joy because we're so caught up in trying to bring everyone else joy, or we're trying to, fit in with certain things in certain areas in life from other people. Sometimes we stop being ourselves. I see a lot of people come into my office that stop being themselves because they want to make other people feel better or joy themselves. And I'm like, you guys need to take time for yourself all the time.
Yeah.
And that's part of the sacral chakra is self-pleasure and doing things for yourself.
He always is talking about self-pleasure.
I
can't keep a straight face
I
when you say
can't
that.
right now. My balls are flopping up here. I don't know what's going on. So anyways.
Your balls under control.
I know. But yeah, it's like you just don't have this joy feeling when you're trying to bring joy to everybody else all the time. And sometimes you need to bring joy to yourself to give that joy.
Right, your joy is important too. And so sometimes like that detox is in saying no, or in just being really careful about what you're going to put that time into.
Yeah.
And adding yourself to the list, making sure you're on that list. That's so important.
Yeah, and I feel like honestly too, with detoxing, it's all based on the three things I always like to talk about: emotional, physical, and spiritual. You know, because you have to have all three things detoxing to kind of allow yourself to be more in balance with feeling more pleasurable of yourself and kind of growing in existence for your own joy and happiness, and kind of allowing those simple things in life to be more loved, and kind of knowing that. So like with emotional, for me, when I want to get when I want to detox emotional baggage, I either write a letter to myself or write a letter about somebody that is bothering me. Maybe meditation will help with that too, to kind of release anything off of that. Physical detox would probably be, the foot detox. That's a physical thing. All the physical stuff is kind of draining out of us. There's people like to work out to release things. Yoga, meditation also helps physically because it's relaxing the mind and body.
God, there's so many things.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then again, spiritually, meditation works with that. And you want to detox yourself out of that way, because a lot of people don't understand how well spirit helps us detox and how well spirit will allow us to kind of enjoy our lives and kind of grow forth in that aspect. But people don't understand. It's like the physical body always has that logical side and always that second guessing side. You know what I mean? And that's what really kind of bothers me, because even as humans, we both, there's things that are like, is this really happening? Is spirit really doing this to me right now? Or is this just an imagination? But
it's kind of my day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today was like that.
Yeah. It's like everything just pops out of nowhere. Yeah. And there are some surprises coming up for the Sacred Innocence family that I can't give details about right now, but it'll be announced soon and things like that too. And I know there's more things coming up for you.
Yeah.
And then us working together, there's a lot of more opportunities about to come up and things that we've discussed. There's a lot of things going on that we're trying to manifest and grow. But we're just kind of letting things detox right now because of the holidays and family situations and things like that.
Right. I think that you have to make room for the new manifestations, right? You have to clear things out so that it will allow for things to manifest. Because if you continue to remain in, a relationship that doesn't serve you, if you continue to maintain bad habits that like maybe you like them but like they don't serve you, they don't help you, or you continue to participate in allowing yourself to get caught up in this negative self-defeating thinking, or there's so many things, but like if we don't clear those things out, it doesn't really allow for something new to come in. I have a lot of people, maybe you have this happen a lot too, where they'll come in and maybe they'll be asking about their relationship and they're like, well, I know kind of that I want to let go of this relationship, but I'm afraid about what's going to happen in the future. And the message that comes through so often from spirit is like, listen, you've got to take that leap of faith. You've got to clear that out, because you are preventing the manifestation of the right thing to come your way, right?
Yeah.
You have to allow yourself to be open to that. And in order to be open to that, you have to clear.
Yes.
You have to release.
Yes. And one thing that spirit always tells me too is spirit doesn't help those who don't help themselves.
Right.
So if you're not detoxing and getting rid of that clutter and all that crap you don't need, they're not doing it for you, and they can't bring in new if you don't get rid of the old anyways, like you were just explaining. But spirit looks at you going, you want something, but you have too much right there, clear it off. It's kind of like, I don't know why this just came to mind, but it's kind of like when you ask your parents for dessert before you eat dinner, and they're like, eat all your plate first. Like, you have to get rid of what's on your plate to get something else. You know what I mean? You don't want to just pile it up.
And it might mean that you like sneak into the other room and you like throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, but that's you just getting
detox whatever way you want to get to the
it.
dessert.
Yes.
But yeah, you've got to like get to that next step, and you have to take those leaps. And so a lot of times, clearing is a leap of faith, I think. How many times have you had to clear something out and just trust?
Oh God, yeah.
That
And
something better is coming.
It's the most scariest thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most scariest thing. And I see that you're doing an event coming up for manifesting for the next year.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much like a detox. You're kind of learning to detox in December, and then, you know, you're manifesting to grow something new in the next year. So make sure you guys detox before this next year comes up, because we need to get rid of our shit to get new, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we can't be like energetic hoarders, right? There's only so much space in your energy field. There's only so much space to allow it, and so you've really got to work on clear. Wow, this is turning brown.
Yeah.
Why are we matching? We're still matching. Wow.
Yeah, like, I think mine's a lot of joint pain for me. Do you
Me
have any liver
too, maybe.
problems at all,
I have
or anything
some
like that?
Flakes. I don't think so.
No, so yours might not change a lot of color. My mom's, she had the green in it before,
Mhm.
and that's because of her gallbladder. I think.
I'm gonna just take a picture. We'll post this later because
Mm-hmm.
this is gross.
So it's darker. I would say darker. Apple
Darker
juice.
with some flakes in it.
Darker. Mine doesn't have flakes in it that much.
Mine definitely does. Little flakes.
We kind of wanted to have next time we like, if we ever do this again, and we actually have like a studio, we should have like a camera from the ceiling and like the camera in front.
You
of
guys
us.
could be all up on.
Yes, so you guys
what's
could
happening.
know what's going on.
Actually, let me post this right now in comments.
Yes.
Let me find it.
Yeah, so detoxing is an amazing thing, kind of getting rid of all that crap you don't need. Let's see. Kind of like a spring clean. What do you think, like a spring clean is a detox too?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I don't know how to work this and make the volume turn off. I'm listening, I'm here.
It's all good. It's all good. But like a spring clean, you guys, like we all like to have that spring clean. We all like to open our windows, and we all like to get all that dust taken care of in those boxes and things that we have too much of, and so on and so forth. Kind of get all that clutter taken care of. So why not do that to our bodies?
Right.
You know what I mean? We're doing that to our home to kind of get rid of all that stuff. Why not do that to our bodies? Why not kind of get rid of that energy we don't need, you know?
Right. So we're talking about making space, right? And this is what we're doing right now, is making space for better health, better energy, better flow, all of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Whenever I do these detoxes, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I don't know what it is, but my eyes start getting like water right here, and I'm just like, don't let it out. But I don't really cry. I don't really cry. It's just like, I don't know what it is. I just get like watery, if that even makes sense.
You'll be like dabbing your eyes with your balls.
Yeah, like just like, okay, everything's good. But yeah, so, and the simple things. Let's talk about the simple things right now. Okay. So, what are some simple things that you absolutely love? Like,
so it's Christmas time, so I talk about this a lot, but I love Christmas lights.
yes.
Like, I have even had days where I'm having a bad day, and I've even gone to like the Christmas section of Target and just hung out where they have the lights.
I love that. I do. I love that.
Or drive by houses that have the lights, but well, I also like Target, so it's like a great combo. You know,
Not spawns.
That's like a simple thing. You know? It's just
the little lights and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and what I love with me, one simple thing is like when I do get to sleep in, whenever it happens in my life, because it rarely ever happens, and I wake up and the sun's glistening like on my face. You see it through the window.
The sun is everything.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's like the simple thing. I love seeing people smile. That's another simple thing. You know, the traditions. Let's talk about traditions real quick. So traditions are simple things too. Like, you know, traditions are amazing to have with your family and friends at this time of year, and that's the things that kind of bring you joy this time of year. You know what I mean? So that's another simple thing is traditions. Like, what traditions do you usually have with your family, your kids? You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I just love, like, this is like a silly little thing, but it always makes me smile, is I have this plate that says, through the years, may we always be together. And it just makes me think about, like, us all being together, and it makes me grateful for it in that moment, and, like, I would always put it out with something on it, and it makes me smile, and it makes the kids smile, and I talk about how important it is for us to be together.
I love that.
And make sure that we're making that time for each other, especially during the holidays.
Yeah, I love that. That's adorable because, you know, coming together during the holidays too is an amazing thing because this is such a dark and gloomy time of year, and you know, just having that family and stuff too, and just those good memories. Like, I bake cookies with my grandma usually every year. That's a good memory to have. And every Christmas Eve for the past 3 years, I almost burned my mom's house down, which is terrible, but it always happens.
It's the little things.
It's just the little things that matter when you burn your mother's house down. I don't know what it is, but like I tried baking like the breakfast, like muffins and stuff before Christmas Day. And somehow the towel that I use ends up hanging off where it hangs on the oven, like you know how people put it on the oven? Well, she has double ovens, and it usually goes inside the bottom oven, and I don't realize it's in there, and then you start smelling smoke, and it's just dreadful, you guys. But it's just a little thing.
So your mom's totally not going to let you bake this year.
Well, she's let me bake for the past 3 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure that burning the house down every year does not matter, I guess.
She's a pretty nice mom.
Oh my god, I love her.
I love your mom, too.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's full of salt and vinegar sometimes, but who isn't? You know what I mean? But
Hi, Dawn, if you're watching. I don't know if she's watching.
I don't know if she will be on it. She might be, but she's at my sister's concert.
You guys should say hi. What are your little things? What are those simple little things that, you know, just bring you joy? Laughter is a huge thing. I just love to laugh.
Oh my god.
I love people who make me laugh. I love those moments. I love just like those little things that make me smirk. I was talking about just the other day, there's this guy out in the outside area of Wegmans, right? So he had bought his groceries and was standing out where the carts are and had like pulled a banana out of his grocery bag and was just sitting there eating this banana, and this man was enjoying his banana. Like
I love it.
And I just was like, you know, like this guy is doing life right. He is just, he was like, I would like to have a banana right now in this moment, and I'm going to enjoy every bit of this banana. I'm not even going to wait till I leave the store.
I love that. I do. I love that.
And for me, it was like almost a special moment too, because I was like, wow, you know, like that's what life is supposed to be about, as funny as it is, you know.
You wanted to go over and enjoy his banana.
I went and bought bananas first. I was on my way in. I really did.
I love it. She just grabbed bananas, you guys. She just said, oh my god.
I waited till I got home to eat one, but...
You should have lived in the moment. Just grabbed it out of your car and just started eating it. You should have just started...
Just joined him and then, like,
could you imagine me
touch
driving...
bananas. Cheers.
Done. I can't right now. Could you imagine, like, I driving past you down the highway or whatever, you're just like... eating a banana while driving. I was like, what is she doing?
In his face, like he was genuinely just so into his banana.
Yeah.
But like it really did. It was just such. It felt like a special moment.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's. Those are the small, like, those are small things that, you know, I enjoy laughter. I love laughter. I love making people laugh. And there's times where, you know, people are so miserable, and then, like, I walk in the room, I can feel it, and I'm just like, let's dance, let's laugh. So
Dancing, that's a good one.
I turn on music all the time when I'm feeling down, and I don't even care. I'm a white boy, and I cannot twerk with crap, but I will get on my table and start twerking. Like, I'll try my best
Let's have a twerk party.
Do you want to try?
On video. Next video, if you guys want to see a twerk party.
Yes. Give us a thumbs up and comment below if you guys want to see a twerk party.
Hashtag twerk party.
Hashtag twerk party, yes. Oh my god, I can't. You'll be seeing us at our house baking. Oh my god, baking and twerking.
Baking and twerking.
Baking and twerking. That'd be a really good video. Yeah.
Because I like to have... Oh, look at all those thumbs up.
Oh gosh.
I like to have dance parties too.
Yeah.
You know, and just I get into it. I really am. I'll be by myself, dancing.
I'm
cleaning.
like that.
It's the best thing.
What's that movie that a guy's like in his boxers and he slides across the floor dancing and singing? What is that movie? It's an older movie that I never seen, but I only seen the part of it.
Risky Business.
Is that what it is?
I'm too young for that video, Chris.
And you know it. And you know it. No, I feel like I'm that guy. Like there's times where like nobody's home and I'll just walk around the house and just start dancing and singing while I'm cleaning like you do. You know, and I feel like that I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm like enjoying my life right at the moment.
But that's the thing, it's like finding, whether it's a banana, whether it's dancing, it's like in that moment, what do I feel like I want to do? And what would bring me joy in this moment, you know? And doing it.
Yeah. And then,
in that moment.
Yes. Doing anything.
Not going, I'll eat a banana next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it right here at Wegmans in the front. And I'm so excited about it.
I should have peed before this because we can't get out of this water. I'm going to pee myself.
Oh no, does that show up in the water too?
To pee?
You have to pee?
I don't think so.
Why
but
is
yours
our
is getting
water
darker
matching?
than mine, I think.
Is it?
I think yours is slightly darker.
this is interesting to do it side by side.
Yeah. It's very weird.
My
Can you
feet-
still see your
My
toes?
feet feel itchy. No.
No, I can still see my toes. So you're just
See, so
slightly
I need more
darker.
detox than you.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
just like pull the crap right out of
Yeah.
you. So we need to put some
we
music
did
in.
another video here at Namaste, and we did the infrared sauna.
Yes.
That's a great way to detox.
Yes.
All the toxins.
And that was actually fun,
I
too.
really love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never been in a sauna before. It was my first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of firsts I do with you. It's
Yeah.
kinda weird. I don't even do a lot of firsts with my fiance. You're like the first I ever do anything with. So just so you guys know.
Oh, that's why I'm your wifey.
Yes. Yes. I should just get like one of those like rings out of the quarter machines and just give it to you. I just be like, I can't afford the real ring right now, but I love you and you're my wifey, and we can just show it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be amazing. But oh my god. Yeah, just the little things that matter, you guys, and detoxing and clearing yourself and living your life, you know,
Yeah.
like lights, bananas,
Lights,
dancing.
bananas. And it's like, I think you have to look for those little things too, because so a lot of people tend to, believe it or not, dread the holidays, right? Because of like maybe
Yes.
people who have to be around.
Oh god, yeah.
So like, how can I find the little things when I'm in that situation, you know? Maybe it's like all about the pie that day. Maybe you're like,
Hands
family
to
is
the pie,
shitty,
yeah.
right? But like, maybe there's a lot of great pie.
Yeah, maybe there is.
So maybe you focus on the pie and you're like, you know what? This is the best pie I've ever had in my life, and I'm so excited to be here and grateful to be here to be
Yeah.
having this pie.
Yeah,
So
because
you eat your pie and you go.
yeah, yeah. It's not like you can walk in there, cry, chop your brother in the throat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to like enjoy the pie before you cry, chop your brother in the throat and leave. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like you have to understand like the small things, even being around people that are having negative situations, you still have to bring out the best in your life too, and the best interest for yourself, instead of feeling like you're kind of tied down about everything because everyone else is tied down. You know what I mean? We're all different humans. You don't have to have the same feelings and emotions towards something because someone else has it. I feel like a lot of people in this world get manipulated, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, I know that sometimes people take it, you know, out of hand with manipulation.
Well, we work with so many empaths, right? Like,
Yeah.
who are just energy sensitive, so it's easy to be impacted by other
Yes.
people's energy.
Oh yeah.
And so, you know, manipulated, whatever. But yeah.
And you get like taken into like a whole different world because this person's saying this or this person's saying that. Create your own world. Create your own rules. You know, I live my life to the full extent of happiness and try to bring out so much good in my life. I mean, obviously I'm human. There's still negativity going around and things like that, or situations, but I always look past things. And with the whole manipulation part is you don't have to let anyone else interfere with your own happiness. If you don't agree with them, you don't agree with them. Don't agree with them because you want to fit in or things like that either. Because a lot of people do that too. They want to fit in with something. And they're like, oh my God, I totally agree. And it's not really what your heart's saying. It's just that you want to make sure this person's liking you or,
Right.
you know, and that's not, first of all, it's not detoxing your life. I feel like that's just dragging more crap into your life that you don't need. And another thing is that I don't feel like that's simple. I think that people, because they get manipulated, it's an easy thing to get into, but I don't think it's a simple thing. Like, I don't think it's a simple, like, happy thing. It's more just, you feel that happiness right now because somebody's enjoying your company because you're agreeing with them, you know?
Right. But like, you feel crappy on the inside because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, my soul says this and I'm doing this and they don't match. And when your soul and what you're doing or the experience that you're having doesn't match, you're going to be unhappy. And
Yeah.
you might be smiling on the outside, but you're going through this whole process. So it really is, I think, also important if we're talking about getting through the holidays and stuff, is to set some of those boundaries and to stand up
Yes.
for yourself, you know? Maybe I've had a ton of people ask me about leaps of faith, you know, because I work with a lot of people and helping them take those leaps of faith that they want. And so they get all freaked out through that process, right? and part of that process is actually having those conversations with, and sometimes it is family you might spend the holidays with, saying like, listen, like, I understand that you have an opinion about this. I have a different opinion and this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm listening to my soul. And so sometimes that can create a little bit of conflict. But what I find is when you can step in and you can stand really, really strong in your energy, people shut up quicker.
Yeah.
Or they don't have a whole lot to say.
Yeah, and
You know?
the thing too is that going off of what you're saying, just going with your soul with the physical body, I always tell people, a lot of my clients, that we're pretty much three things, and one side of you is this physical mind and physical body. The other side of you is this beautiful, vibrant, wonderful soul, wonderful spirit. And I always say, I don't like dealing with the physical body. I can't stand the physical body, the physical mind, because sometimes of how I feel, or sometimes things that are going against me, or how my physical mind wants to think. I always tell people, go with whatever your soul wants. Because when you go with whatever your soul wants, that's what your true happiness and true passion and love is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people don't see that, and they're just like, well, this is how I'm feeling. Is that truly how you're feeling, or is it how your soul's feeling? Because there's two difference to that.
Right, and
you know?
they might be kind of battling against each other, and you really just want to listen to that part that feels like love, that lights you up, that brings you excitement. It's like those little things. Follow the little things. I would say, like, follow those little things, because they lead to your soul, and they lead to, like, what it is that your soul is trying to show you what to do.
Yeah.
You know, like that man's banana might have led to his life purpose if
I
he
love
just
how you
kept
bring that.
following. I'm going to talk about banana the whole time. But if he just kept following those little things, it might have helped to give him some clarity on things, you know? And so we have to listen to that and follow those little things to make sure that we get to where we want to go.
Yeah, like, obviously his body wanted that banana because he was hungry for it, you know, but his
Like,
soul
I
was
need some
probably so
potassium.
happy.
Yeah.
His soul's probably so happy just to have this banana, you
Yeah.
know, and that's what matters. And so gifts, for example. A lot of people are so lost for Christmas nowadays, and it's sad. I see it all the time. Some people are very give me, and some people are very I don't like this gift, I want this gift, you know? And that's sad, because it's not about the gifts. It's about the family, it's about your friends, it's about the love you share. You know, if someone gives you a gift, you're gonna smile and just say, thank you so much, this means a lot to me, because it's from that person. And I think a lot of the time too is that the physical body steps in saying, oh God, I don't like this gift, and this is just terrible. But the soul and the inside's glowing because somebody gave
Somebody
this person.
thought of you. I have a
Yeah.
funny story actually about it.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
Since we have time. So a couple of years ago, my mom, for whatever reason, requested a toilet seat for Christmas.
I can't deal.
And because that felt like a strange gift, as much as the thought counts, my brother and I decided to go out and get her the Cadillac of toilet seats. My mom's always cold. She always gets up in the night to pee or whatever. And so we got her this toilet seat that was self-warming, that lit up.
So it's just like it's a magical toilet seat. You got her a magical toilet
It was
seat.
we were like, yes, she's gonna love this, right?
Yeah.
And she opens it and was like, how much did you spend on it? And was so upset. and kind of proceeded to, like, shit all over the toilet seat. You know
She
what I mean?
did?
No, not like literally.
Oh, I'm like, excuse me? I'm thinking your mom's literally shitting on this
She
toilet
was like,
seat.
no, like, no, this isn't what I wanted.
She just wanted it with a cushion.
So she
like,
totally asked for the receipt and returned it.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
That's sad.
don't ever buy your mom the Cadillac of toilet seats
No.
for Christmas, I guess is the lesson.
No, and the thing though is too is I was worrying about that earlier, because guys, I'm always on top of everything, and I had to go Christmas shopping today because this is the first time I went Christmas shopping this year. This today, and I'm literally looking around, and usually I'm spending money left and right for my mother, for my family. I don't even care about the price, just get it. Well, right now I'm on a little budget because of situations right now, which isn't a bad thing. It's just me trying to learn how to, I just bought a house and things like that. So I'm on a budget, and I'm looking at all these prices, throwing things in carts, and literally about to bawl my eyes out because it's not what I usually get my family. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, this isn't like me. And then I had my sister-in-law with me, bless her heart, I love her. She went with me, and she's like, Chris, it's not about the gifts, though. Stop thinking about it that way. And I'm just like, it just upsets me because usually I'm buying my mom, a beautiful piece of jewelry or, things like that. And I can't afford it right now because of the house, and I have to get things fixed up and stuff. So I have to like budget to save money, and it just kind of broke my heart. And when she was just telling me, Chris, it's fine because it's just the thought that matters. And I know that. Like, I'm a person that way, if you give me dog shit for Christmas, I'm gonna be like, thank you so much.
How'd you guess my gift?
Ew, but I'll love it anyways. But like, for example, like,
Now I can't give it to you. Anyways.
that's just an example. I mean, like, if you just give me something like just off the ground, you bring me a leaf, I'm just like, I love it, thank you so much. But when I give people things, I want them to love it.
Yeah.
Like, I want them to, just like your mom in the toilet seat. You wanted your mom to love this Cadillac toilet seat.
I wanted her to lay down on the ground with it and roll around with it and be so excited about her peanut lips.
See? And like, that's how I feel. Like, I'm just like, yes, I want to like make everyone feel that way. And it just upset me because I couldn't. But, my sister-in-law's right. And, that's what Spirit always tells me too, is you can't please everybody, first of all. You can't please everybody. But during Christmas, it's the thought that matters. If you want to, give somebody dog shit, a leaf, a stick, your own little artwork. If I want to be a 24-year-old man making a noodle art for my mom, macaroni art for my mom, and give it to her, she would still love that, and it's just a simple, and she still would. Like, I know
she
damn
definitely
well,
would, yeah.
my mom, I could just smear a booger on a piece of paper and just go, this is great, I love it. That's just my family.
Yeah.
But, it's just the simple things and the little things that matter about all that stuff. And like, and your mom wasn't exactly looking for an extravagant, wonderful, magical.
She just wanted me to keep it basic, but I'm a little bit extra.
She wanted you to go to the dollar store and buy a $1 toilet seat for all she cared. Just something she could sit on, she just didn't want to fall in the toilet. Something that would catch her so she wasn't falling,
Yeah.
And you had to go out and get her this wonderful thing.
I made this big thing out of it, yep.
Like, you probably wrapped it all up with like beautiful golden wrapping paper, beautiful gigantic bow.
Yeah.
Going all out, and here you go, Mom, and and it's not the fact she didn't love it. It was just the fact that she's just like, guys, you didn't have to spend that much,
Right.
You could have just
Well, it was
gotten
like $150.
Oh my! That thing better wipe your own ass. That's what it should do. Does it wipe its own?
It was like a dope toilet seat.
Was it like, so it heated, you said, it lit up. Did it like, was it one of those ones that sprayed water?
I'm not sure.
Because if it did that, then that's okay.
My brother and I split it. It did a lot.
Okay.
It was a cool toilet seat.
If I'm spending $150 on a toilet seat, it better have a robot arm coming right out, toilet paper in hand, whoop, and then we're done. It better flush the toilet for me too. Like, I'm not spending $150 on a toilet seat to do all that.
But the point is, like, keep it simple. Just get the regular toilet seat,
Yeah, just something.
And don't feel bad about it, because that is, like, think back to, like, Christmas gifts you've got in the past, and probably most of them you couldn't remember, even last year, what most people got for you, you know? Because it's not that important.
Yeah, and
someone brought me a giant bottle of gin, though. I was pretty excited about that this year.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That's a pretty dope gift.
One thing that like, I still love it. Don't get me wrong, I do still love it. But when people bring me like deodorant and like soap and stuff, I love you guys. Don't get me wrong, I love the fact that you bring me stuff because I don't have to pay for it. This is just like I walk by with. But when you get so much, like, I've had like people buy me boxes, like 5 boxes of different things. I'm just like, do I stink? Like, do I stink? Do I smell bad?
Wait. So you have like an overload of like deodorant gifts.
Like, deodorant, like body washes and things like that. Like, I love them. Like, don't get me wrong, I do love them. It's the simple things that matter. But do I stink? Like, do people just buy me all these like
I'm just
nice
processing.
Yeah, like, how they get those Axe boxes that you can get? They have like the shampoo, the body wash, the deodorant.
Okay.
Yeah, I would get like 5 things of that.
I thought you were just getting like a case of deodorant. And I'm picturing, I'm like, what?
No,
what?
I'm talking about all. I mean,
so keep it simple and just buy one thing of deodorant.
Yeah, but
and stick it in the stocking.
Yeah, that's fine with me, because then, like I said, I don't have to pay for it. Deodorant's expensive. It's like $5 for a thing that you're just wasting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Now I have a year's worth of stuff that I don't have to worry about washing my ass and stuff. Like, I don't have to buy it now. So, it's the simple things that matter. But I think to myself, do do I stink? Does everyone team up during Christmas going, Chris really stinks. We need to buy him a case of deodorant and, you know, some toothpaste and a toothbrush, you know? I don't get offended by it because I'm like, oh, this is cool. I don't have to buy this now. But at the same time, when you're opening it up and you have like 3,000 things of it, you're just like, y'all team up here and get me this? Is this what this is? You know?
Yeah.
One thing my family does buy me a lot is slippers, though. Like, I love slippers.
I love slippers.
So,
and slipper socks.
Anything soft, you know.
I'm happy to get those.
Yeah, like, I probably have, like, a shitload in my closet.
Yeah.
Probably a box full of slippers.
Yeah.
So, like, I just go on there and just, like, see which one.
But it's nice because you have options. It's nice to have choices.
Oh, yeah. I have, like, the ones I could wear for, like, summertime. And I have the ones that are, like, heated. So, like, not heated, but, like, it keeps the heat in for the winter time. You know, all those good things. So, those are, like, small things that matter, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then, of course, you know, family time. That's a big thing. You know, that's one thing I love is just being with my family. So like my grandmother, she's 89. I don't know how long she'll be left on this planet. You know, she is in there in age, and I pray to God that she'll die when I die at the age of 100. When I die at the age of 100, you know, I want her to live to be 189, or however old it is going to be. But every year, so this is an example for the little things. So every year for Christmas Eve, we do a Christmas Eve party at our house. And every year I'd stay there for a week at her house, and I'd clean her whole house with her. And I would, Christmas Eve day, I would set the table, and I would put the ham in, I would help her cook, bake the pies, listen to Christmas music. Well, last year I bawled my eyes out because those are my memories with her. I absolutely love those memories. And last year we were sitting there and I'm like, so we have to get everything around for Christmas, Grandma. What do we have to get? Blah blah. Because we do it together. That's our thing. And I did it since I was probably maybe even 7 since this time.
Does that mean we're done?
I don't know. And yeah, this time she'll come back in and get us out.
Look at us.
This is disgusting.
This really is.
Yeah, I can feel it in my toes.
So,
ew.
Why do they match though? I didn't expect them to really match. They kind of do, right?
Yeah, well, it's because all the colors that we actually get taken out are mixing. So yours is more bubbly than mine is, though.
Mine has more of a green,
The
blobby.
green.
Is it green? I don't know. I don't know what to call
It's a
that
green
color.
tint, it looks like. That's from your gallbladder.
Oh.
It's a green tint. So, back to my story real quick. So, last year I was like, Grandma, what are we doing? Blah, 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 blah. And she looked at me and said, Chris, I'm too old for this. I said, what do you mean you're too old for this? And I'm just like, my heart stops. And I'm like, you know, I'll put the ham in the oven like I always do. I'll take it out. I know you can't do that. I'll get everything else set up, blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about it. She's like, honey, all I want to do is have people come over, and I want to just order pizza. And I didn't cry in front of her, but I left her house after that, and I just started bawling because I've done that for so many years.
Yeah.
And that was
special.
was a simple things. I would fall asleep at her house for a whole week. Every night I would sleep there, cleaning her house and everything. And that was just the simplest little things that made me feel so alive, so happy. And then when she said we're ordering pizza, I couldn't deal. Like, my life was just over after she said that. It felt like, you know. And this year we're ordering pizza again, and like last year was fine, but you know. Hi.
Did it beep?
Yeah,
it
they
beeped.
both
We're
beeped.
I was trying to listen to you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that you got a little bit of a detox. What do you think?
Yeah, it was much needed. Much needed. Yes.
All right. So I'm going to slide this out, and then you can slide your feet out. See, a lot of green. This is a lot more green than usual.
Oh yeah.
So what's the green?
The gallbladder.
The gallbladder. There you go.
So mine's green too.
I feel like yours matches mine.
Yours is usually more brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually, yeah.
So we pulled from a little bit of a different area
Gross.
today for Christmas.
Yeah.
All right, you can take your feet out, Christy. I'll get some warm towels for you.
Don't worry, we'll post pictures, guys.
Yes, we're gonna post pictures.
I'm leaving that there for now.
But you guys, did you think our conversation was good, Christy? With,
I think so too. Yeah.
It was enjoyable, and I missed you so much.
I miss you too. We just like hang out, and now we're
Are you
just
done
like,
taping?
no,
No,
we're
not
still.
Yeah. So we're just gonna let you guys go, and
Yeah.
we're gonna catch up a little bit, and we're gonna plan our next video and stuff soon.
Yeah, so we'll be back.
Yes, stay tuned for that. I love you all so much, and remember, I'm Christopher Scott Stilson, and I'm healing the world one spirit at a time. You guys are absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for more videos, and this is Christy, my wonderful spiritual wifey that I love to death, and we'll be back. Have fun, you guys.
See you soon. Bye.